time of the Gentiles are fully complete. That was Luke 21, verse 24. Now, I got a couple questions I want to ask today. Because remember, we're talking about don't give up. Your victory is already won.
Amen.
So if your victory is already won, then why are you stressing? Why are you concerned? Why are you still asking yourself, where do I fit? If God is saying that the victory is already won, because see, God is on your side. When God was on Israel's side, when they was in the wilderness, they didn't have anything to worry about. They fought until death.
Amen.
No matter what. Moses stood up on that mountain and held his hand up with that staff. And they prevailed over the Amalekites.
Amen.
They didn't look behind them wondering if they was gonna make it or if God was on. They already knew it.
Amen.
They didn't question it.
Thank you, Jesus.
This is what we need to understand in the body of Christ. We got to quit questioning God and thinking that we're not sure if He on our side.
My Lord.
When He already stated that you belong to me.
Amen. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Glory to God.
I got 3 questions for you. Now remember, we still talking about don't give up your victory. It's already won.
Amen.
My question is this. Can the people riding with you carry the weight of the glory in the battle? The people that you associate with, the people that you hang out with, the people you call your friends in the body of Christ, the people that you pray with, the people that you go to church with, can they carry the glory in the battle when you fighting? Or are you gonna look around and they're gonna take off running?
My God.
Huh? So ask yourself, who you got around you? Who you associated with, who you attached to, who you fellowshipping with, can they carry the glory
My God.
through the battle?
Amen. Amen.
Because if they can't, then you need to get you a new crowd.
Amen.
Quick. See, what happens is that we, as believers and as Christians, we have gotten so passive in the body of Christ. We just connect ourselves with just anybody and everybody because they say they saved.
My God.
We don't check them out. We don't go and we don't find out. We don't even seek God to even ask God if this you, Lord, is this got anything to do with you? We just want to have a friend.
My Lord.
Oh, we saved. But as soon as you do something they don't like, next thing you know, somebody calling, girl, you know what so-and-so said about you?
Come on now.
They say you ain't saved no more. Huh? My next question is this. Who is the Amalekites in your life? Which are the enemy of God's people? Who are the Amalekites in your life? Because you have some.
Amen.
You have some. You need to just figure out who they is.
Come on now. Amen.
Because they're going to continue to come against you until you hook up and you know God is on your side and He's going to fight for you.
Amen.
See, you have to remember is this here. Moses was just a representation of God.
Amen.
So that people could see. But see, we don't need a Moses. We got God already.
Amen.
All we got to do is just believe.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
Come on, talk to me now.
Amen.
We have to believe that God is on our side in our life. This is the only way we're going to make it through the battle that we're fighting.
Yes, yes,
Amen.
yes.
So if you think that you don't have no Amalekites in your life,
Oh, that's not true.
then you better check again.
Amen.
You better do a double check on your situation in your life and the things that you've been through and what you're going through right now.
Amen.
Evaluate your situation.
Yes. Glory.
Amen?
Amen.
Come on now. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
My next point is this. Do you know who is riding with you?
Yes, Lord.
Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, you know, I don't know about y'all, it was times when you would get in the car with certain people and they was doing certain things, and then all of a sudden you caught up in their situation.
Oh, God.
Huh? So the question to yourself is, do you know who you're riding with? Or who riding with you?
Amen.
Because see, if they riding with you, then they believe what you believe. That means that God is with them as well. But if they don't believe what you believe, then that means that y'all got two understandings and something is wrong here.
Amen.
So you need to get out that car.
Amen.
God is saying that I'm God all by myself. He's saying that you with me. I love you. You're mine.
Amen.
And I'm going to protect you.
Glory to God. Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen.
But see, what happens is that it goes back to what I said earlier. We too busy want to be friendly with folks, and we want everybody to be all right with us, and we want everybody to like us. So what happens is that we hook up with the wrong people that takes you farther away from your purpose that God has for you.
Help us, Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Huh?
Help us, Lord. Amen.
Don't give up. Your victory is already won.
Amen.
Don't give up. Don't give up. I don't care how it looks.
Amen.
Like I told you earlier, some of those people, some of the Israelites, they wanted to go back. They wanted to go back to slavery. Who wants to go back to slavery? Who wants to go back to somebody telling them what to do, beating on them all the time? So that means that those people didn't believe what Moses was trying to share with them concerning what God was going to do with the people of Israel. Don't be like the dying generation that got died off and didn't make it to the promised land.
Amen.
Don't be so disobedient when God is telling you that this is what I want from you, and this is what I need you to do. But yet you too caught up in yourself
My God.
to even hear what God is saying. So instead of you going to the left, you're going to the right. So then that way you missing everything that God has for you because you want to do it the way you want to do it. Because you want to be hooked up to some people that don't mean you no good. When all you need is the Lord, and that's it.
Amen.
God will connect you to the right people. God will show you who you need to be with.
Yes, He will. Amen.
That's what you should be listening to.
Thank you, Jesus.
So you ask yourself, who's the Amalekites in your life? What's stopping you? What battles that you need to fight that you will win?
Amen.
You can't be afraid and think that you should walk away. No, I'm going to hit this head on because I know that the Lord has my back. That I know that God is going to bring me through whatever this is, what I'm going through right now.
Amen.
Yes.
Huh?
Amen. Glory to God.
Come on, people.
Amen.
Understand that.
Amen. Yes, He will.
The victory won.
Hallelujah.
It's already won.
Glory to God. Thank
Your
you, Jesus.
victory is already won.
Yes, glory to God.
You have to be the one to believe that.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen?
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
So understand this here. You don't want to be the ones that God blot out of the book of life. That you never get an opportunity to know who he is. All because you don't want to be obedient. It goes back to being obedient. Because see, Joshua could have told Moses, man, I ain't going down there fighting them folks. There's too many of them.
Come on now.
But you know what? Joshua had crazy faith.
Yes. Hallelujah. Glory be to God.
And some of us need that.
Amen.
Right now.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
He had crazy faith.
Yes, he did.
He didn't know that all the soldiers that he had and all the men that he picked was going to fight to the death. But he did know one thing.
Amen.
He believed in Moses, and
Yeah.
he believed in what Moses was saying concerning what God was doing with him.
Amen.
So the same thing goes for you as well. You believe in what God is saying about you and about your life, and you're going to stand on that, and you're not going to move from that. You're not going to be shaken from that.
Amen. Amen. Glory be to God.
No matter what it look like. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Amen.
Don't give up. It's around the corner.
Amen.
Your victory is already won.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
You didn't won it. Just because you don't see it, don't mean that it ain't won.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Your victory won.
This one.
If you look at some of the things that's going on in your life right now, God has done so much and showed you in so many ways, even if it's been small.
Glory to God.
But you got to remember, if it wasn't for him
Yes.
and his glory and the love that he has for you,
Glory to God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
you would have never made it.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Amen?
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
So figure out who riding with you. Figure out who's the Amalekites in your life.
Yes.
Can the people around you that you riding with, can they carry the weight of the glory that's over your life?
Come on. Glory
Because
to
the
God.
glory and the weight that's over your life that God has heavy and over you, that's hovering over you, is so heavy that they got to be strong
Yes, yes, yes.
to handle it.
Glory be to God. Thank you,
They
Jesus.
got to be strong.
Thank you, Jesus.
You don't need no weak people around you.
Amen. Amen.
Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to slow you down.
My God.
Amen,
Help
amen.
us, Lord. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord.
So I want you to understand today that your victory is already won.
Hallelujah. Amen.
That God has already fought the battle for you.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
That it's won. But you need to believe that.
Yes, God.
You need to take that wholeheartedly into your heart.
Thank you, Jesus.
And you need to accept that.
Amen. Glory to God. Amen.
That's how you're going to move forward in your calling. That's how God's going to allow the prophetic word that comes in your belly to come from your belly out your mouth.
Yes. Glory to
That's
God.
how that Lord going to allow you and move you forward and where he's taking you in the area, and whatever area that he has you in ministry, that he's going to do that because he know that you're ready.